What is up, YouTube? Brandon Rogers here with Chili Dog Motorsports. Behind me, we have a torn apart Sportster engine, and today we're going to be honing some cylinders. Stay tuned, we'll show you how to do yours. Now, for doing this at home, there are really two main ways you can go about doing this. You can use a 3-stone hone, or you can use a flex hone. Both of these do have their own pros and cons. One of the pros of a 3-stone hone is the stone is going to be relatively true and over a much bigger area. So if your cylinder wall is warped, it's going to help take those warps out of there. It's not going to fill in on those warps like a flex hone will. A flex hone's never going to unwarp your cylinder, right? It's just going to kind of mold itself around those. Now, the pros to a flex hone are if your cylinders are in relatively good condition like ours are, they'd have relatively low miles on them. You know they're not going to be messed up. You can just run a flex hone through there real quick. And flex hones will fit a variety of different bores, whereas a 3-stone hone, you got to kind of set up and adjust for each bore, which if you're doing all the same bores, not too big of a deal, but it is more setup than a flex hone. Flex hone, you just chuck up in your drill, ream it on through, and call it a day. Today, like I said, we are going to be using a flex hone, so let me show you how that works. And now to set up our flex hone, all you're going to do is chuck it up in a power drill and coat it in oil. Now you can use flex hone oil, or you can use 10W30 motor oil, which is what we are doing, just because we got plenty of that on hand. But yeah, that's all you got to do to set it up. Now let's go over quick what we are doing here. Now you can see my cylinder is still in really good shape. You can still see those cross hatchings in there from the first time it was assembled. Like I said, these are really low miles. If yours is all gouged up and stuff, you're going to want to use a 3-stone hone. You're not going to really want to use a flex hone. But ours are in good shape, so we're going to use a flex hone. And now we will be doing this over a bucket because this will sling oil, and I don't want oil all over my garage. So all we're going to do is hold this in place down in the bucket, and you want this rotating before you plunge it in. You don't want to stick it in without it rotating because you don't want to leave straight up and down scratches in your cylinder. We're going to get it rotating, plunge it in, and then we're going to do roughly 60 to 120 strokes. And what we want to do is match the drill RPM and our up and down movement to get roughly 45-degree cross hatching in these cylinders. Now you have to play with that a little bit. I can't tell you exactly how to do it because I'm not a professional here either. But let's go ahead and start reaming this out. And there we go. Now the inside's all nasty and coated with crud. Let's move on to the next step, which is cleaning. Now it is recommended to clean these off with a detergent-based cleaner rather than a solvent-based cleaner. So what I've gone and gone ahead, was wipe all the excess oil out of this using a shop rag. And we're going to go ahead and just wash it in some plain old soapy water. And this is just hot water and dish soap. Go ahead and get all the oil out of there and all the metal shavings from honing these. And get them nice and clean, and then immediately after their bath, we are going to blow these dry with the air compressor. And then we are going to oil all the steel bits so they do not rust, which in our case is just the cylinder sleeve here. The rest of it's all aluminum on ours. And that's just our case. If you got cast iron cylinders, Might want to oil the whole thing. And I did forget to mention, this process works on any cylinder. If you're working on a small block Chevy, it's the same. You just won't be able to fit yours in a bucket. If you're working on a Harley or a different kind of motorcycle, put it in a bucket. Save yourself some time cleaning your garage after this whole process. Alright, and now that these are all cleaned and degreased, I'm going to go ahead and just rinse these off with hot water and then air dry them. And now that these have been honed and cleaned and air dried, we're going to take a rag with some of the very same oil we used to hone these with and just wipe down the inside of the cylinder and any other steel bits we may have. Keep them from rusting. You don't want to do all this work just to have them covered in rust when you come back out to them next week. And that wouldn't be fun. Go ahead and make sure all the steel surfaces are coated. And then these will be ready for reassembly. And look at that beautiful cylinder. Can't get it to focus. Look at that. She's ready to roll. And it really is as easy as that. If you got far enough to take your heads off and get your pistons out of your cylinders, you could do this. That's no doubt about that. It's really, just a matter of if your cylinders are appropriate for honing and not just in need of replacement or re-sleeving entirely. That you will have to make sure of. But we appreciate each and every one of you guys watching. If you like the parts we use, we're going to link them all down below so you can use them too. But I think it's about time for you to get out of my garage. Get on out of here.